What's up, Dragon Brood? So today we're gonna get right into it. Nothing super fancy, no crazy lead in. We're just trying another party deck today. This time we're doing it in Abzan colors. Mostly because I just want to see if it even works. But it does come with some good cards, so I think it's possible, especially based on the other party list we put up. I know some fans are still looking for other options to try to play party list, so we're gonna go with this, see what happens. But before we do that, remember, please like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because that helps me and helps you know whenever I have videos up. But let's go take a look at this different Abzan party list. Okay, starting from the top, we've got Blood Chief's Thirst, which honestly, we want to be able to have some amount of removal, even though the deck needs a bunch of creatures, obviously, for the party theme. We want to at least give ourselves a shot at being able to clear the path once we get set up. We're playing a couple of Drannith Magistrate because this works pretty well against the any of the adventure decks, mostly, where they're trying to play stuff from another zone. That being said, it does also stop some escape things, so it does have some uses in quite a few matchups. And it's one of the few actual wizards we have that's worth playing. Luminarch Aspirant, I'm a big fan of this card. I probably put it in more decks than I need to. Acquisition Expert is, just a discard spell, but it's a human rogue, so it's filling that for us. Got Null Priest of Oblivion, which is also a cleric, but gives us a little bit of late game options. To Druul Paragon, again, also gives us a late game option, where if we draw it, we can kick it and then search for another card effectively. Well, you reveal your top 6, but then you get to pick basically whatever creature you want, because these are all part of the party creature types. Mythos of Nethroi. This is probably one of the best cards to give you the motivation to play Abzan, right? It basically lets you remove anything at instant speed, and that's hard to overlook. For Nighthawk Scavenger, again, it's a rogue, but it does fill a lot of gaps and check a lot of boxes as far as just being an all-around quality creature for 3 mana. Squad Commander, it's arguable that we probably don't need 4 Squad Commanders here, but I'm just starting the list with it. If I were to take one out, I'd probably add another Acquisitions Expert, but this is often going to make you 2 tokens, 3 tokens. That's kind of nice. If you're able to get the full party out, I mean, we only have 6 wizards, so that could be a little bit tough. But if it does happen, then you get to just attack through with a bunch of stuff that's indestructible, which is pretty sweet. Have a couple of Rankles, and Rankle actually works nice with the Squad Commander, because you can play this the turn before, make a couple tokens, then you start attacking with Rankle, and then you can just make your opponent sacrifice creatures and just start sacrificing the tokens, which is kind of nice. Then we have Tazri, Beacon of Unity. It's our search spell to help us kind of reload our hand, find some other cards. We don't really have a way to do it cheaply unless we want to splash a couple of the extra pathways, which is possible, because I was considering that, and I was trying to think, like, well, how many of these do I want? Like, do I want other... Because we're not playing the Fabled Passages in this list, so I kind of was sitting on the fence about, like, well, if we're not going to play Fabled Passages, can I get by just playing a few extra pathways that maybe one of them produces blue, and maybe one of them produces red, and and I'm still not sure, because if we go in and just look at pathways here, like, maybe in place of, say, like, one of the forests, we could, like, cut one, play one of these, and then where there's a swamp, we could, like, well, we're already playing, well, no, I mean, we already have the Bright Climb pathway, so we don't have to worry about that. So the next best thing would be maybe in place of a swamp, play one of these. And, like, it's not high odds, obviously. It's pretty low. But if we get them and we can set them up, it's like, all right, sure, we'll play these. I mean, my other concern here is that we are playing 8 temples. So I'm actually going to cut these now. Or, I mean, 10 temples. I'm going to cut these down to 8. And maybe I'll actually just go back and add in a swamp and a forest. And let's just see how this plays out. I have no idea. We're going to find out. But let's go hop into the arena. We'll keep it. Not sure what else we would do here. That's neat. So we drew the pathways here, so that's kind of nice. In the event we decide we want or need to use them. This is a problem though with the deck. Like, pretty much all of our turn 2 things are susceptible to Bone Crusher Giants. So there's no point just giving them that ease of pleasure. It's almost like hoping they just shoot us with the Bone Crusher. They can just cast something on 3 on their turn. Yep. Then we can play a Nighthawk Scavenger and see if maybe that lives and we can start working from there. Oh, wow. We're going to take the big hit. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. Though, I don't know. Maybe they're without land, though, next turn? And there's a lot of things that could happen here. We're not going to claim despair just yet. And we do have a removal card, so we can put a creature in their yard and attack for 3 if we need to get some life. Golly, they had another pathway, or Fabled Passage. That's tough. I have to really think about what next turn looks like. We're not blocking, obviously. So we're only at 8. There's a Bone Crusher Giant. Unfortunately, we may have to be on blocking duty just to stay alive. Question is, can we survive if they Embercleave? Well, if they land Embercleave, we can't. Not without keeping up mana for our Mythos. Man, I want to play this Tazri really badly. But I don't think we can. I think I have to try to just get both the opponent's creatures here. Ah, they're going to have a land, aren't they? Gosh dang it. I knew it. That hurts. That actually hurts a lot. Oh, man. That sucks. Yeah, we don't have much choice there. They're only attacking with those, huh? Well, maybe we caught a break. Okay, well, not the way we wanted to do this, but sure. And that'll send a creature to their graveyards. That'll make our Nighthawk a 3 power. Then we'll be able to block. So we came out okay there. The Nighthawk's Death Touch might be saving our bacon on this one. Alright, what do we do from here? Because our turns could very well be Paragon. The problem is they have another Bone Crusher. We're at 11, though. We are at 11. I think, though, I just want to go Tazri. And we're going to go ahead and put this in on red. So in case Tazri lives for whatever reason. Great animation, by the way, on Tazri. But if Tazri lives, then great. If Tazri doesn't live, then we can at least Null Priest to get back either Tazri or Nighthawk. This is probably just getting Bone Crushed, but that's fine. Oh no, it's just an Embercleave. Well, we do get to trade. So that's the good news. And we're at 7. So it's still not bad. Still not bad. We're still in this. We're still in this. Okay. Do have a real decision here, though. If we get back Tazri, or if we get back the Nighthawk Scavenger. The opponent's down to 2 cards with an Embercleave. Having this would let us... Now we have 4 mana, so the 4 mana we need. So we would be able to search and possibly cast something. This could also let us search for something, so I don't know. I think we're just going to go with getting the Scavenger here. Mostly because we can play the Luminarch Aspirant and attack for 4. Helps us stay alive, depending on what the opponent gets here. Well, now we have to go attack a Vivian. It's not the best time, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, the opponent scooped. It's unfortunate. That last game had a chance to have a very interesting finish. I was really kind of into it, and the opponent obviously was not concerned with having a piece of that. You know what? I think I'm just going to do this. I'd rather just cost them a card than if something happens here. Like, if they have a shock, they have a shock. Like, we got a shock out of their hand that didn't hit the aspirant. So I'm not that worried about it here. I mean, because we either get random card out of their hand, or they shock our acquisition expert so they don't discard something else, I guess. Okay, we'll take a Spikefield Hazard. That actually is bad for our aspirant, so I'm fine that's gone. Hey, premature Bone Crusher Giant. Love that. Love to see it. Turn this into a 2-2 and hope they don't have another Bone Crusher. I mean, odds are they do, but we hope they don't. Oh, Phoenix of Ash. Okay, cool. Well, here's the thing. How badly do we want to race with the opponent? Because this is a real question. How do we feel about this? It's also weird, too, because if we make them discard, at some point, it's going to make it easier to get this Phoenix back. So we do have to be careful about that, too. So I'm kind of wondering, do we want to just play Tazri here? And then next turn... Well, we could Rankle now, then next turn we get a land. Nope, I'm just going to do this. Like, opponent, you're just going to have to find some answers. You're going to have to prove to me we're doing something here, because this is going to become a bit of a race. I mean, if I had a land in it, like if one of these Rankles was a land. Oh, well, that changes that. We don't like that at all. Well, dang it. If I'd have known I was getting a land, I would have definitely rather done this and Tazri on this turn with the Rankle sitting on the table. But those are not the options we have in this world. So we are going to pump... do we pump Rankle? Man, part of the question comes down to... Mostly because if they block, then we can make them lose both creatures. Alright, this is a lot of damage, so whatevs. Alright. Do we want them to sacrifice a creature? That is the question. They're at 10 and we're at 14. This is a tougher choice than it should be. And they've got 4 lands, so they could have a 5th and an Embercleave, but then we would take 6, go to 8, and we would not be able to finish the opponent, but we would be able to make them sacrifice a creature. Oh, this is so tough. If we were to get a land, we could do this, get this back, and that would be lethal damage, roughly. If we make them discard here. No, so it'd be 4, 5, 6, it'd only be 8. That wouldn't kill them. Oh, well, it would be 9, because we could do the one next turn. Golly. This is tough. Yeah, this is a heck of a decision. You know what, though? I'm gonna draw and discard... Or lose a life, draw a card. Each player discards. Oh, gosh. Alright. Sacrifice creature. We're doing it. We're doing it. Probably wrong. It was probably better to just hold our 2 creatures. But... I think this is what we're doing. Oh, you are not bad at all here. You are not bad at all. Right on time. Right on time. Gonna get us 2 tokens. Ah. Oh, that guy. That's what you're doing? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess I will get back. I guess I could get back a Luminarch Aspirant. That wouldn't be the worst thing. Man, so many choices here. We can squad up, get 2 tokens. But I think we're going to do this. Tazri's not bad either, though, at this stage. We'd have to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to search. I think I'm just going to do this. I mean, they could Embercleave. We would take 12. We'd be at 1, so that doesn't necessarily do it. That thing could be a problem, though, if it decides to come over with an Embercleave. Now, this is nice. Because we can make this real big. And attack with that. Probably just that. Each player is definitely going to discard a card because we have no... Wait. What's in their yard? Well, they can get that back anyway, so does that just kill us? Nah, we're a lot of life. You have to remove 3 other cards. I don't think that matters. Well, wrong button. Yeah, we just make them discard. Let's do that. Don't want them to sacrifice a creature because it's going to sacrifice an axe. Though, actually no, we're kind of okay if they sacrifice an axe too, though. That's, yeah. I was like, we're going to win either way. This looks reasonable. I mean, I guess reasonable being relative, but, you know. Let's go ahead and scry. We will keep that so we at least can shore up our 4 needed lands at this point. Alright, there's a Fervent Champ. We will go ahead and put into play a Drannith Magistrate. We will not be blocking just because of Rimrock Knights and Bonecrusher Giants. Oh, well, we weren't going to be blocking anyway because the opponent had Royal Eruptions. That's a thing. Kind of knowing where we are, I'm going to go ahead... Ooh. We may need you. I don't know yet. If the Null Priest lives, we can have some fun with the Rankle. Depending on what the opponent does here. Oh, they just straight up had a Spikefield Hazard. Well, okay then. Kargan Intimidator. Okay, I think what we're going to do is this. And I'm going to not attack. I mean, if they just have another Royal Eruption, so be it. But I'm hoping... Oh, they had it. Gosh dang it. I was hoping to get in a situation where it lived and we could have made a couple tokens, but that obviously was not going to be a thing. I don't know if you're gonna matter. Alright, let's see what happens, I guess. Man, do you have another one? Man, sick rips if you got it. I mean, do what we gotta do, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Opponent goes first. We will keep this. Swarm Shambler. Alright, we'll go ahead and scry. And that can stay, I suppose. What are we gonna do here? These are just some mono green shenanigans. I feel like I want to kill this. I just feel like there would be more damage built up over the next 3 turns from that being on the table if I attempted to kill this. Plus, they would be getting a 1/1. Like, that's a whole separate problem. Okay. How do I want to map these next couple turns? Let's go with... this? And just see if, I guess, if they don't get a land, we can just block a mammoth. Probably won't get that lucky, though. It's probably just like a Primal Might or something. But who knows? Maybe. We shall see. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Okay, well, we at least got it out of their hand. Ooh, and a Lovestruck Beast is in our future. Okay, well, this wasn't the worst card to draw here. We'll go with that. And Expedition Expert, so we'll get to choose what are those last 2 cards in their hand. Ooh, a Questing Beast and a Yorvo, huh? Well, Questing Beast, we're not going to be able to block anytime soon. Well, not true. We had Squad Commander. Alright, I guess now we're just looking to find a wizard. But if we can survive this turn, we can get 3 tokens. Ugh. Okay. Awkward, but sure. I mean, you at least... Well, I mean, I guess you could attack. You'd have to trade the mammoth for our 2 things. They should be willing to make that trade. I would. But that's just me. I don't know if they will. I mean, they don't know this, but, like, we can't really block here because of just being able to get the extra tokens we want. Alright, no blocks. Ooh, you are real nice. You are real nice. Yeah, let's do it. We can get a little bit of life back here. Man, you got to block with both things. Oh, they were willing to block with both things. Did not see that coming, team. Yeah, I was like, what? Like, this is what y'all want to do? Yeah, that was kind of random. Okay. All right, let's draw one of our wizards. Let's draw another one of those paragons or the Drannith Stinger, whatever it is, Drannith Magistrate. I don't know why I said Drannith Stinger. That's not what we want at all. No attacks. We fortunately did gain a little bit of life. I'll probably put the next counter on the squad commander, so if they do get to where they can play Questing Beast, we'll have 2 things that can fight with it. And then probably start moving counters over to the Null Priest of Oblivion. So at some point, we just have a big life gainer. Well, Stonecoil, that's not a lot of fun for us, but could have been a lot worse. So we're kind of okay with that. Put that on the bottom. Put a counter here. Attack. Man, the best thing would be a Paragon now, because we could find something and maybe cast it on top of it. Destiny Spinner, well, we don't have any counters, so that doesn't really matter to our world at all. Well, that's convenient. Probably should have played this one first and started juicing that one up. But, hey, this is the business we're in now. We're actually now going to have gained enough life that we're not going to really even care what the opponent's doing. And we have another life linker on defense. Yeah. And then just these 2 being on board. Now it's going to force them to block with the Stonecoil Serpent. Yeah, I don't think there's a winning combination for the opponent here. But this is an example, though, where, like, even when Squad Commander didn't have the full team, just making those 3 tokens was the difference in this game, really. Yeah, we're blocking now. Oh, well, that's just insult to injury. Yeah, being able to do the Null Priest Squad Commander dance is pretty gross. Would have been nice to get that when I had the commander. Could have got this back and then attacked with all of the yeah, GG's. Well, you know, that turned out to be more fun than I thought it was going to be. I have to say, overall, it plays pretty well. Do I like it more than the other party list? I don't know. I still feel like on some level the party list are going to really come into their own next summer when we get the D&D set. But I think, you know, there's still ways to play it even now. And there's probably cards that people could still experiment with this list. Like, I wasn't playing I think it's Archpriest of Araska or whatever that card is. Or Archpriest of Iona, maybe. But I don't think this... I don't know. Like, it's weird. We did have some decent games against a couple of reasonable decks. I mean, the last game against Mono Green, they got stuck on lands. But at the same time, we did draw Nighthawk Scavengers, which probably would have been fine in that fight. So, it's kind of hard to say. It's, again, small sample size. But if you're just looking for a party deck and you want something fun that's got some longevity to their games, yeah, this is one that's worth playing. I would definitely, you know, mess with it, tinker it, build it to your taste. But, you know, even just playing best of one and the rank queues, it was totally fine and playable. So no major complaints. Remember, please, if you haven't, consider hitting that like button on this video. Hit the subscribe button, because that helps me out. And then hit the notification bell, because that lets you know every time I have a new experimental video like this up. But one last thing I want to remind you about is if you'd like to support the channel, please remember checking out the links in the description. I have links to my sponsors, as well as if you'd like to go buy something on Amazon, if you follow one of the links I have. Even if you don't buy the item that's linked, if you shop on Amazon within 24 hours of clicking on the link and use that link, I still get a small kickback. So it's something small. You don't have to spend anything extra, just stuff you're already spending on. Same thing with our TCGPlayer link. if you follow that link and you do your shopping on TCGPlayer, I get a small kickback there as well. So that's the way you can support me without ever actually having to spend anything new. However, if you'd like to, we do have merchandise where you can get stickers, mugs, t-shirts, all kinds of other stuff. Feel free to check it out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.